Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Wednesday, the 12th of June, 2024, my final consecutive streaming day of the week after a jam-packed week full of variety, some indie fun, and good stuff. I really enjoyed this week. Of course, we had the big React events to the Summer Game Fest, as well as the Xbox Gaming Showcase, and all of that. Next week, expect a lot of gameplay of Fallout 4, because very soon we have 3 new releases: Still Wakes the Deep, Shadows of the Erdtree DLC for Elden Ring, and the new M. Bison release in Street Fighter 6. And when those happen, those are all going to take priority of my streams. Therefore, there's going to be a heck of a lot less time to be playing like downtime playthroughs. So this coming week, I'm going to play a lot more of Fallout 4 to get some good amount of gameplay in, maybe even get through an entire Far Harbor DLC before we kind of put it a little bit on the back burner. All right? Let's talk about what went down today. So, fun podcast this morning where I actually talked about my thoughts on the Ubisoft Forward event, as well as my thoughts on Dragon Age of the Veilguard, both of which had some streams and or information, gameplay, etc. put out this week. I didn't live react to those, but I talked about them in detail on my podcast today. So if you want my thoughts on those two things, check out the podcast from this morning. Then we jumped back into Fallout 4, and after an hour of finishing up Nick Valentine's loyalty quest, which took about an hour. We had to track down all those tapes from Ed Winter and then find Ed Winter, and Nick takes him out and stuff. Then we went to Far Harbor. That's what people wanted, so I gave them what they want. We did 2 hours of the Far Harbor DLC, basically going to the Far Harbor town, talking with the townspeople, and doing all the different missions that they give you there. The only one that we didn't do, we haven't gone to Arcadia yet, is it Acadia? It's either Acadia or Arcadia. That, if I remember correctly, is actually where the main plot line of Far Harbor begins, but we did everything else. So for 2 hours, we were going off killing giant, weird creatures and taking out these fucking hook dudes. I forget what they were called. Not hookers. They weren't hookers. We know what those are. They were called something else. But rippers, maybe they were called rippers because they had the hooks. They would rip you open or something. Maybe they were called rippers. But anyway, so we did 2 hours of that. It was 3 hours of fun Fallout 4 gameplay. Lots of chill vibes. Good stuff. Good conversation. And overall good time. We're right in position to continue on with more of that next time we play it. Tonight in Street Fighter 6, Dhalsim. Now, here's the thing, all right? Now, I don't have input delay anymore. I just don't. There's no input delay when I play this game. So, I don't feel like I'm playing an underwater slow-mo again, or anymore. Basically, I can do everything on the fly. I can react to stuff for the most part. But, tonight, I said, well, I'm going to play with Dhalsim. I'm going to start with casual play. I hope to maybe play like 2-3 sets, maybe tops. And then we're going to go to ranked. And I started playing, and I was playing terribly. I really was. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I know it's not the game, because this is the good news, is that now I know it's not a factor of the delay of the online play of the game, because I eliminated the input delay, right? It's got to be me or possibly something with hardware. It cannot be the game, all right? So eliminating a factor, at the very least, alleviates some of my rage at playing poorly and losing, but it still disheartens me when I know what I'm doing, I know a matchup, I know how to play it, and I keep making mistakes. Whether it's, oops, I pressed the wrong button, that's on me, or what the heck, I dropped a combo, I swear I thought I did it right. So it's funny, because in this game, sometimes I absolutely know when I screw up. Like, I went to do, what was it, like back Fierce, but I did back and accidentally hit Fierce and Roundhouse, so I get drive impact. I'm like, oh shit, my fault, right? I can tell when that happens. A lot of the times in this game, I swear I'm doing the right thing, and I don't get it. And again, could it be a symptom of rollback netcode, that sometimes you get dropped inputs and you're just not going to get what you've input? Could it be me being very rusty? And the answer, I think ultimately, even though some of it could be attributed to the netcode, I'm going to say I think it's mostly me at this point. We know it's not input delay, okay? I think it's mostly me. I think that sadly, when I picked 5 characters to try to focus on and bring to master, I kind of made a mistake, because when I did that, being that I don't play as much as most people who play Street Fighter 6, regularly, most people who play that game regularly are playing it so much more than me. I play it 3 times a week tops for like 2 hours. So like 6-7 hours a week. These people are probably playing every night when they come back from school or work. They're going to tournaments on weekends and the shit. I don't get any of that exposure, right? So now that I have no input delay, I'm finally playing the game for the first time ever. Really. These are like the first matches I'm getting where I can react to things people are doing fairly and properly. So, when I'm playing Dhalsim and I'm zoning people, I can actually anti-air all the time. I'm like, wow, night and day from what it used to be. But then I do a combo and I drop it right away. And it's like, what happened? Why the fuck did I just drop that combo, right? So in summary, I did not play well tonight at all. I know I must have lost more than I won. By the end of the night, I lost rank points. Basically, I played a casual for like an hour. And then I went to ranked and I played ranked for like an hour and a half. And I just couldn't consistently get things to come out or get wins. Or, I'll be honest, there were a few people that were dirty lucky. Absolutely dirty lucky. There was a Blanca who was atrocious, but he figured out if he spammed the rainbow roll ball, that it would hit me because I don't know what to do to that. So I'm like, I'm going to anti-air it. Once it would anti-air combo, great. Go do it the next time. Doesn't work. Now, did I mistime it? Is it because he did a different speed of the ball? I don't know. First time someone's spamming the rainbow roll against my Dhalsim, so I'm not sure what to do. But this guy gets so lucky. And then he beats me. It's like, oh my God, man. I lose rank points for that. It's fucking frustrating. So frustrating playing this game online when I don't know what's going wrong. It's probably me. I mean, I wish I could play more, but I'm a variety streamer. If I played Street Fighter 6 that much, if I played it every day, I'd lose half my audience. They'd be like, nah, we don't watch Street Fighter every day. We're tired of fighting games all the time, right? So I get that, but it makes it frustrating because I want to be good at the game, and it's hard to hang. It absolutely is hard to hang. What's funny is when I played with Honda the other day, I did good. I won more than I lost, and I actually ranked up. With Dhalsim, it was the opposite. I lost a lot more than I won, and it was such a frustrating night. Good news is at the end, I got a few good, solid wins at the end, and I was like, okay, let's end on a high note, thankfully. But you're going to see me. Wow, here comes Phil. It's going to win. He's going to win. Oh, dropped the combo. Oh, did a wrong move. Wait, now their enemy's coming back because he's not blocking anymore. And it's like, oh, my God. It's really frustrating. So, I apologize. If you were looking for great Dhalsim gameplay, there are some good matches, but a lot of them I'm just making mistake after mistake and getting bodied tonight. Some of you like that. Some of you don't. You wanted to see me succeed. It was frustrating how bad I did. I want to do well, and I feel like right now I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. If I commit to playing more, I will get better. But then it's going to take more away from everything else, and it might not work for everyone. It might isolate certain people who don't watch Street Fighter and actually hurt the business, right? If I narrow my character selection down to, say, only 2 or 3 characters instead of 5, great, but then I'm only playing the same characters all the time, that might bore some people, you know? And then it's funny because on top of that, people are like, are you going to pick Akuma? I'm like, guys, the update patch has been out for 3 weeks. I haven't even played with everyone yet in ranked. I still have 3 more characters to use. Lily, Zangief, and freaking Blanca in ranked before I, and now you want to play Akuma? How am I going to do that? And by the way, Bison's in less than 2 weeks. So I got, there's just, again, I think a lot of people are of the impression that, oh, Phil's an FGC guy. I'm not, I'm not playing nearly as much as the FGC people. These people are playing nonstop. That's how they're getting so good. They're learning everything right away. I'm barely playing the game compared to them, like barely playing the game compared to them. So, and the alternation between 5 characters ain't helping either. If I was playing 1 or 2 characters, I would have learned 2 to 3 times as much as what I've learned with each of my characters at this point. So, it didn't go well, all right? Luckily, I didn't really lose my cool. There was no punching of joysticks. There was no monstrously insulting people online. It was just frustration over losing, and I know it's mostly on me. I've got to get better, but I won't get better till I play more, okay? Fair enough? So I'm off tomorrow. I come back on Friday, and on Friday there will be a podcast that will talk about my day off. We'll talk about any news that happened during the day off. Of course, the first stream will be Fallout 4, more Far Harbor DLC, and the night stream will be Friday Night Fights, where I will probably either take Zangief or Lily into online play, doing a little bit of casual and hopefully getting to ranked and doing much better, hopefully, than I just did with frickin' Dhalsim, because I did poorly. Okay? Fair enough? All right, guys, thank you so much. I hope that you enjoyed this week. It was a great week. Next week is the calm before the storm, because Shadows of the Erdtree is the big one. Remember, there is a new game next week. Still Wakes the Deep, a horror game coming on Tuesday, and I'll be playing that Tuesday, Wednesday, so we'll see how it is. But another great week coming. Thank you all. Really appreciate you hanging out, and I'll see you all Friday. Peace out.